Tales of Astro Starwhisper, Chapter 2, Progression. We found ourselves in Pacha, the harvest country, where Astro Starwhisper was burdened with a terrible curse. Through the help of one likely plague doctor, he had that curse removed. Now that his life is no longer under pressing needs, he must pursue his next lines of inquiry, though he is distant from where he set off. It is the morning, and it is a winter's morning. Cold air biting at the hairs on your hand. The crops have a gentle frost upon them, as the ties of autumn bend way to the forwarding year. What do you do?
Okay, so this was because I left plague from the crops and went off. I'm guessing now I have to try and make my way back to monadnosis.
Indeed.
And so either by conventional means or magical means, I'm going to have to make my way back, because that's where Lander is, right? That's where I left him. That makes logical sense, I think. Right. I'm going to have to go and speak to the Lord, see if I can get no, Plague already talked to the Lord. No! Balls. I don't know. Right, I'm going to go talk to the Lord. I'm going to try and see if I can find a way back to monadnosis.
Okay. You return back to Van Helmstead. It is as you left it, bustling and full of the morning cheer.
Good.
Only this time you keep an eye on your pockets.
Yeah. Welcome back.
Wow, smooth. That was meant to be a smooth transition.
It was smooth. What are you talking about?
Okay. We had some noises we had to sort out.
Everything's fine.
Everything's fine. Speaking of everything's fine, there is a crowd around Van Helm's meeting room. On closer inspection, you see the bodies of certain familiar lycanthropes still in their were form. Two of them still alive. One of them very much deceased.
Okay, good.
They are tied up behind bars. Ah! Starwhisper! Thank you!
Not at all. I'm guessing it was the plague doctor that brought these guys here.
It was, yes.
Excellent.
Though he insisted that you were part of it.
Yeah, had a small issue that was able to be solved beforehand. Right. What's going on with them?
We'll find a way to deal with them. Plague Doctor says he has a cure, perhaps, but only for were rats. So we might be able to get one of them dealt with.
Right. Okay. I'm glad to hear that that can be solved. I'm glad to be part of that helpful thing. That was totally me and not the Plague Doctor at all. The Plague Doctor totally did save my ass.
He laughed. My friend, the night after you come to speak to me about your accusation, and you bring them to me, just as I asked. We are grateful.
I'm glad I could help. Thank you. However, I do need a favour in return.
I provided payment.
You did provide payment. So this is more of a me asking for a favour as opposed to payment.
Very well.
I need to get back to monadhenosis.
That can be arranged. We have a delegation party being sent out this lunchtime as it stands.
Fantastic. Excellent.
Simply join their caravan.
Excellent. I can't see anything going wrong if we all go in the caravan at the same time. No adventure ever starts on a caravan. Yes, I will happily tag along, and I'm so grateful for this.
Wonderful. I trust you'll keep them safe.
Of course. If I can take care of a few lycanthropes, I'm sure a few goblins or bandits won't be an issue.
Good.
Right.
Anything else?
Oh dear. I'm sure there's always something else. I can't think of anything right now. Patcha. Patcha, do you have a champion? You have a champion, right? What's your champion? Not your champion, your creator. I almost screwed that up. Don't worry, it's been a long day. I'm sorry, Patcha. I'm sorry, my lord. But I came here with a purpose, and I did that purpose. But that purpose was a small part of a greater role to play in the fates of the world.
Fates of the world, you say?
I'm kind of a big deal.
Okay.
Don't worry, I'm
Well, get your name down in scrolls and make sure I get a mention, will you?
Of course. How else am I going to, tell my story if not for the great help of Lord Van Helm's blah 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 blah. Damn it! This is
Lord Van Helm, that's right.
Van Helm. Yes, I went Van Helm and went. There's something missing on the end of that because Van Helsing's a thing, but no, it is Van Helm. Thank you. Yes. How else am I going to explain this? Without the great help of Lord Van Helm.
Well, simply speak to my quartermaster for any provisions you'll need on your journey, and he'll set you up.
Fantastic.
And other than that, you can't miss him. They'll be at the front gates at noon.
Excellent. So I know it's relatively early morning right now, was the gist of it from the description. Frosty.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. So I've got a little bit of time to spend beforehand, if there's anything to spend. Will I have enough time? Because you said it would be it's an hour's journey half an hour journey to the tavern, I believe.
Yes.
I'm going to go to the tavern.
You head back to the tavern.
The general store tavern thing.
Shopkeeper. General store.
I'm glad you
the most
understand.
general of stores.
Hello again.
Hello.
Oh, it's brilliant to see you. I told you I'd return. I do apologise for not spending the nights. I ended up finding another residence.
Oh, of course. That's no problem.
I don't know if you've heard the news about the things up at the castle now.
Yes, I have.
So,
the human-animal beasties.
Oh, if it weren't for you, that wouldn't have been a thing. That wouldn't have been caught.
For me?
Yeah, if it weren't for you.
Whoa. How'd I do that?
Well, you helped me. And me and a plague doctor were able to go and deal with it.
Yous did that?
Yeah.
Well, I'm most grateful.
Now, however, I believe I promised you a return of some coin. So, as opposed to a night's stay, I was wondering if I could just purchase a few things from you.
Of course. Whatever you need.
Fantastic. So, what would you suggest for me? I'm going on a long travel. I'm hoping to get some food, some kind of long-term, long-lasting food stores. Maybe some. You wouldn't happen to have any tea leaves, would you?
Tea?
Oh, my supply ran out when I lost a friend of mine.
Tea leaves. I heard of that. It's like lettuce soup.
Similar.
Thistle soup.
Thistles. I don't know what that is.
A thistle?
I imagine that's like a lettuce, yes.
It's like a weed. It's real spiky. It's got a little purple flower on it. It's real tasty.
Okay. It sounded somewhat like nettles, but thistle.
Yeah, nettle.
But like with a purple flower. Okay, cool. That's fine.
Nettle's the prongly bit of the thistle.
Oh, right. Oh, right.
Everyone knows that.
I'm from a different land.
No thistles where you come from.
No.
Oh, I envy you.
We have much stranger things, but apparently not as strange as a thistle. That's weird.
Well, what you want is... And he'll go downstairs and start throwing things up. You'll want a winter's wool rug, and you'll want some padded clothing, and you'll want some rations. These are dried meats and salted and bit of hard bread. That'll keep you going.
Fantastic. How much is this all going to run by?
Well, the buyer's price would come to about 3 gold, but I can cut you to 2 gold and 5 silver.
Because you have been such a lovely human being, I will pay the full price, sir.
Aw, you really didn't have to.
No, I am more than happy to. However, I would like to ask a favour in return.
Okay.
I would like you to remember my name, and I would like you to make sure that everyone in the area knows my name as the wonderful human, sure, that that was able to stop the lycanthropes.
Yeah, your name's already been floating around the place.
Fantastic. I need my name out there. I'm trying to be,
Oh,
you get it.
Speaking of, before you go,
mm-hmm.
He'll go back into his house and come back with a folded and dyed pink parchment. He'll hand it to you. It's a letter from me girl.
Oh, very, very generous. As I take the letter,
it's been colorized. It's got lovely pictures of ponies and eyes, and big eye. It's all got like eyelashes, and it says, "Thank you, Mr. Starwhisper, for the magic."
Oh, bless.
A girl's really taken by you.
I'll be honest. I'm touched. I don't know what to say. Thank you. I suppose tell her it was a pleasure. She's probably one of my favorite audience members, I guess.
Oh, she'll love that. She's not here at the moment. She's learning her words.
Very important. Very important. I'm glad.
I'll pass that on.
I reach into my book bag and I pull out what resembles a dictionary, but like a lot more simpler, I suppose. And I hand it to the gentleman. I'll to help her along. Here's a book full of the words, I suppose.
Whoa!
It's quite a lot of them. Flicking through it, there's some words that... Have you ever played Fable 2?
Yes.
You know the gentleman with the thesaurus that has words like ridiculously muddled words. It's
Geflungement to apply an oily liquid to a man's hair. Well, the more I know.
Yeah, it's where I learned most of my vocabulary for the common language. It's
a Buchenhabra? It's like a chandelier for your bookcases. That's amazing. I didn't know people did that.
Yeah, we did it a lot back home.
The reverse Dutchman. That's oh my. He closes the book, face gone red.
Yeah, Astro's eyes kind of poke open like, oh, damn. I didn't read that far in the book.
Well, very creative, of course.
Yeah, maybe go over it just in case.
Yeah, I think I will.
Scratch out a few of the words till later on, or maybe never. Let's go with never for now. But in the meantime, hopefully that should provide some help. And it has been an absolute pleasure, sir.
Oh, thank you.
I put the 3 gold on the counter and I begin bundling this stuff up with realization that this is going to be quite a bit to carry.
It's been tied up into
perfect.
a little roll. It's just like a livery travel pack.
That makes it so much easier. Okay, yeah, I put that over my back because I don't think I actually have a backpack on. No, I do have a backpack on. Okay, I just kind of awkwardly bundle them together, one per sleeve, awkwardly trundling along with my 8 strength. It's a bit of a trouble.
Calls after you. Where are you going next?
I'm going to go find my friend. And then I'm going to go find my other friends. And then we're going to go save the world.
Have fun!
Oh dear. I'm an anime character.
Welcome to anime. Yeah. Turns out you always had the spirit of Bakugan within you, but only through the power of friendship can you unlock Bakugan Mark III, the final uprising force punch.
The power levels are over 9,000. Right. Yes. I imagine that will take me mostly near to thingy. If I feel I've got some free time, I'll kind of wander around a wee bit more, but not just generic wandering as opposed to looking for anything in particular.
Sure.
Just sightseeing.
When you sightsee.
Yeah.
When you do return to Van Helmstead, you see a tall elf kind of run up to you, his spectacles, and he has a couple of boards. He is wearing a quartermaster's badge. Oh, good! I didn't know where to find you, and we're leaving soon. Right, what do you need? He looks at your full pack.
There was a local gentleman, the general store owner down the road. I owed a few favours, and he owed me a few favours, so we just kind of sorted it out.
Oh,
however,
okay.
I would like to know what you've got in case I've missed anything. I've got winter supplies because it's going to get cold on the travel, I imagine.
Tick.
Got some dried food and long-lasting
Tick.
food. I've got a winter jacket and clothes as well. But
Tick.
Is there anything else you think?
You are not part of the delegation, so no, you're not. You're not part of the defence group, unless you want to be.
I suppose I've got some talents. I've got some ranged abilities.
Okay.
I could be like a mounted.
So you don't need weapons?
No, I do not.
Okay, that's fine. That's good. In that case, I think we're about ready.
Fine.
The eyes over. Fantastic. There are 3 wagons.
Okay.
All laid out. Each one got 2 horses. And you can see a couple of very nicely dressed people. Kind of just sitting around, lazing, chatting, doing a bit of study work. And yeah, these are the delegates.
Walking over, I suppose, towards the wagons with the quartermaster, if he is doing so, I kind of lean to him and say, so what's this delegation for?
Right, well, things have been troubling recently. First of all, we saw the great flash when the skies were torn asunder. It heralds the arrival of great warriors into this land.
Oh, right.
Yeah, and
got you.
Personally, we would like to know about them soon before they raise our crops to the ground.
Got you.
Yes, we aren't. We want to keep tabs on them, so to speak. Also, there was a recent one which was quite unsettling. We want to know what's happening there. In addition, there is some kind of infestation of some of our granaries. We've tracked its pathing all the way through the trading routes back to Monad Henosis. We're wondering if it spawned over there, perhaps.
Right.
If anything, we can get them to pay for any liable damages.
That makes sense. Okay. Then I will head along with you as part of the defence group, and we'll get that sorted. What are you thinking? What do you think we're going to be expecting, danger-wise?
Oh, danger-wise, just whatever is trolling the paths, really. It's not unlikely for a few goblins to, try and have a go.
Yeah.
Likewise, the occasional bandit may see the fine clothing and think, ooh, okay. But I wouldn't worry about it. We're not exactly going to get attacked by the griffins of the high mountains or anything. No.
That's good. Okay. Actually, final thing before. You wouldn't happen to have some tea, would you? Some tea leaves.
Tea? No, that's... we're actually going to bring some back.
Oh, fantastic.
No, we don't grow tea locally here.
Okay.
The climate's just too different.
In that case, I'm very glad to be going back to Monad Henosis. Okay.
They have dealings with the Zoch, so we're hoping we can
get part of that.
Get some there, yes.
That's fair. I'll try and maybe tag along with you to there because I need some tea. My supply went down with my friend.
Mm-hmm.
I'll try to find. So we'll go along and we'll do it. Which wagon would I be best on if I'm doing kind of a lookout range thing? Would you suggest?
We have a space available on the most forward. You can have that one.
If you think that it's the best place for me, then sure.
Oh yes, no problem.
Cool. Final thing, what? The Defence Force?
Yes.
Final thing, I swear. The Defence Force, what are we looking at for them?
He points to some of the king's men, 4 knights, and 2 more than nicely dressed, also knights. Sorry, 4 soldiers and 2 knights that you saw earlier, with plumed helmet and quite quality blades. A regiment of 6 will be escorting us, as well as our mage and counter mage. He points to 2 scholars, basically. One with a wide brim hat, female, and one, a halfling, actually, with very ordinary clothing, apart from a 2-handed wand. It's not a staff, but it's a 2-handed wand.
Okay. Is that like just kind of a combination of the thickness and the size?
Yes, it is thick and large, but
it's not a staff.
It's not a staff, not for him.
That makes sense. All right. I fought with some knights back in Torque, where I'm from. It saved my life. So I'm going to go and introduce myself to the knights first.
Okay.
Hello there.
Hello, us the Werecatcher. How are you doing, Werecatcher?
I'm doing all right. What about yourself, my brave knight?
Also, I'm merry. Get to go travelling. I love my travelling.
Good. I also enjoy travelling. I'm part of the Defence Force. I am now one of the casters as well. So I'll be sitting there throwing bolts, trying to protect you. But
good. Well, I hope it doesn't come to that.
Let's hope, yeah.
It normally doesn't, but you never know.
I wish that was the case, but it usually does for me.
Now, don't even bring any trouble to us, please, and thank you.
We'll be good. Everything will be fine. All right. I converse with the rest of them, just having a general chat. Head over to the mages next, the lovely wide-brimmed woman, and I have them.
You'll get along like a house on cards. They're just very pleasant to see another member of their ranks. And it seems like there's a real relationship going on between the two. You think they might be in cahoots?
In cahoots. The most polite way I've ever heard of yeah.
A whistle will blow.
Fantastic.
And the quartermaster will stand to the front. Alright, it's going to be about a 3-day journey. We will be travelling under magical speeds, so please everyone, no jumping off the wagons. If we need to leave, please signal our speed mage. The girl will raise her staff. She will be at the front on her own horse. Okay? If you do fall off and we don't notice you, it's going to be about a 2 weeks journey. You can understand why this would be a bother.
Okay.
Is everything ready, Madame Vaucy? Yes, everything's ready. Thank you, Vaucy. And you, Grutrick? Aye. Can do, can't do. For those who don't know, he locks eyes with you. Votri is the effective brakes of the group.
Okay.
He will be at the back of the cart. His job is safety. If you fall off, he's the one who's meant to see you.
I just kind of, slowly nod my head while this person is locking eyes with me.
A frantic wave. And then nothing. Alright, everyone in your carts.
Cool. Yep, I will hop on the frontmost cart, kind of loading my stuff in where I can, making sure it's somewhat secure.
Yeah.
Cool.
Everyone else is also kind of fastening down their stuff.
Cool. And I find myself in a nice comfy position and wait till we go.
You're waiting a bit longer than you want to. It seems that the Madame's horse is undergoing a new tattoo treatment. Magic runes are being chiseled onto it.
Oh dear.
The horse seems fine.
Oh really?
Barely even notices. But it's getting lines etched upon it. Satisfied, she'll step back, put away her tools, mount on it, and blow her whistle in 3 quick bursts. The caravans will move. You all accelerate down the hill, and then you turn the corner, but the sense of acceleration continues. You never feel like you're hitting a constant rate. The horses keep running at a constant speed, but it feels as if momentum is being conserved. Things get faster and faster and faster and faster, but it still feels like you're just turning a horse into a canter to a gallop.
That's really cool.
Air whips around you. Apart from that, you set off on your journey.
Like, I end up, while watching this and while experiencing this, I do end up having this large beaming smile across my face, with the fascinations of magic just really excite me at that moment in time. And just, I'm trying to think of the best description, but if you watch any movie where that inspirational music starts playing, and I suppose Treasure Planet, when he first sees the ship,
yeah,
and he's looking around like, holy shit, that kind of same experience is what I'm feeling right now, going along this.
At the front carriage, you can see the horse quite clearly. Its lines, its tattoos on its body are glowing with the wind. You can see the air breaking like it's some kind of snowplow. It is pushing space to its side. Everything else looks complete normal and fine. You look outside, you just see things moving by quickly. But if you look at it just the right angle, you can see reality warp somewhat.
That's really cool.
And your journey will turn to night. And you will stop.
Just to be clear, this is the night of the third night.
Night of the first.
Oh, this is in total.
Yeah, of your journey. The first night.
Not the journey, the total.
Oh, from your arrival.
Leaving.
Yes.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. Sorry. Cool. Alright, third night, first night of the journey, and we've stopped.
Yeah.
Go on.
They're just letting the horses rest. They're feeding everyone up. They're camping. And you put on watch.
Okay. Who's getting put on watch?
Well, the Gardic Regiment.
Okay, everyone in the defence force. Basically.
Yeah.
Cool.
They're taking turns.
Right. Okay. Am I required to take a turn then? Yes.
Required? No. It seems they have definitely done this a million times before.
Okay. In that case, I will. Do I have anything? I don't know. Lander took a lot of my stuff, which means I don't actually know if I've got my tent right now. Lander had my tent. No, he did not. The tent was left, in fact. Because Lander was supposed to pack it up, but he didn't. He disappeared. So I've got my tent. Cool. Alright, in that case, I fetched my tent and my bedroll. Made the thing as comfy as possible. And I begin to draw with my finger my sigil on the floor over the things. And I get my journal. Should we pause that for the... and I begin to draw the sigil on the floor, and I will get my journal out, and I will begin to read from the journal, if there is anything up there.
The journal is silent. It is just a book now, with blank pages.
Darn. I was hoping for a read. Alright, after a few minutes pass of nothing happening, I will get the feeling of there's no point in keeping this going. Close the journal over, put it away, wipe the prestidigitation. And after having a nice meal, I will sleep.
There will be nothing of excitement, save for a few magic tricks being thrown back and forth between the two mages.
They're so cute. I love them.
You'll gather up and set off again in the morning. And just like last time, things will speed up, and things will speed up, and things will speed up. It's hard to look at the surroundings too much. Most of it just blurs into cornfields, but it does eventually change. You see high mountains to your south, which you're told are mines, where the dwarves keep to themselves. As the line was Sekulu. And
Sekulu is where Finn's from, is it not?
It is. Indeed.
And Zoch is where the bird's from. Blasted bird! Ah! Alright. I'm sure we'll visit there one day.
One day. But as your speed picks up, it becomes harder and harder to see. Really.
That's fair.
You're about 4 hours into this journey when a darkness creeps up from behind. It is immediately alerted by the halfling, who blows a warning whistle, loud and shrill. Behind. Look behind.
Just to be clear, these wagons, sorry, are they... what kind of wagons are they? Are they more carriages, or are they like open back wagons, or...?
They're carriages, yeah. They've got coverings.
Alright, cool. Are they like, sorry, fancy wagons with like seats in them, or are they like a open top carriage, but not open top wagon, but the wagon's got like a covering over it? I say open top.
It is.
You get what I mean. I'm trying to get a picture here. Sorry.
Yes. Both. Honestly, it is a carriage, which top is tarpaulin, is tent.
Right. I got you now. Okay. In that case, I kind of look out the side. If is there a window? I'm guessing.
There is. Yeah.
Yeah. So I kind of look at the window towards the back, folding up my book and putting it in the book bag.
Can you make me a wisdom saving throw, please?
Oh no! Our first roll of the evening. That's actually not too bad. 12. No, saving throw. 16.
16. You see a void of black. You hear whispering, and you can swear you see tentacles start to spill out from behind the group. Much like how that reality seems to separate at the front, you can see it combining at the end, but it's combining into this form, this dark, turbulent form. Can you roll for initiative, please?
Oh no. 15, 16, 17, 18. No, 17. It's fine. Everyone's fine.
Okay, thank you. What do you do?
Oh, I'm first. Oh no.
You can hear whispers. You can see tentacles, and this form, it's advancing on the convoy.
Have I'm trying to think. Is this something familiar? What anything astral planey about it, or is this more far realmy about it?
You will need to make a skill check.
Cool. Yeah. In that case, what we're looking at, investigation, or history, see if I've seen this before. In fact, investigation. I want to know if it's anything far realmy or astral planey.
Okay.
Reading this journal kind of beforehand and stuff. Not now, but from what I've read in it and what I've seen in it. Okay, so it's not high. Investigation is... Oh, it is actually 15.
15.
That's actually quite decent.
This is from the astral plane. You recognize this as an intruder, something trying to break through the realms of reality. You know that this is not normally possible, but something, or somehow, it has got its tentacles into the grips of the fabrics of reality, and it has clawed its way through.
Okay.
A tentacle will fly out of it, whipping at the nearest cart.
Oh shit.
Crashing into it, sending it and knocking it off to the side. A bit of the wood cracks, splinters fly. The horses are panicked, but it keeps up.
Oh dear.
Arrows fly into it, trying to dispel this beast. Ink-like blood splatters from the few tentacles that have been shot with arrows. The gnome tries and works on a counter spell, while the female mage is just trying to go faster.
Okay, I turn towards the rest of the people in this wagon. Am I looking at just a bunch of delegates in here, basically, or?
There are two delegates. The quartermaster.
Right, cool. One of them's the quartermaster and one of them's just a random...
And one of them's a knight.
A knight? Oh, a knight?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We've got an issue. There's something fucky coming towards us.
I've also seen the problem.
This has happened before.
This has never happened before.
Fantastic. I reach out the window. I try firing Eldritch Blasts towards it, see if that does anything. So the first one is... Do you want to just do all three at once?
Please, yes.
Cool. 25, 23, nat 20.
All hits.
Oh, good. I don't want to do this. Leave me alone. Alright, so for the first two, plus 6 to each of them. So... Yeah. 10, 9, so 19. And another 19. No, the first one was a 1. So... Oh, 10, 1, minus 9. Okay, so the initial two were 10 damage in total. Cool. And the third was 19.
So, okay.
I mistook. I rolled a D100 and didn't realise, but the 10 is actually a 1. So.
Brilliant. Your Eldritch Blasts fly into the void, impacting something. Something screams. Your natural 20 reveals a face emerging to see its rival. You see that as a head, almost like a fish, 3 eyes stacked above in a vertical line above a circular mouth lined with teeth. Gills are obviously lined down the side of it.
Okay. So, although I've seen basically what somewhat resembles Arms of Hadar in a sense, this black inky tentacle type thing, I believe is how you described it. I've seen that before. I don't know if I've seen that before. I don't know if I've seen that creature before. So I'm going to rule no. I've never seen that before. As far as I'm concerned, it's a big alien fish. Okay. I'm gonna just kind of shrink back into the wagon and think, oh, what do we do? What do we do? And that's my turn, I believe.
The archers are shouting at each other. Move closer! Come closer! It's clear that this thing is gaining ground on everyone. The gnome is forward, is forced off his horse.
No! No, not the gnome! Please! Stay on your horse!
He attempts to jump.
Come on.
The horse is eaten. Disappears screaming into the void. The halfling, does not make it. Hands outstretched. Guards are clamoring to get over. He hits the ground.
No!
He tumbles away. No! You hear a scream from the front. He is gone.
Oh, shit. Okay. That's not good.
It's not good. The quartermaster cries out, "We have no brakes! We have no brakes! We cannot stop! Astro, please! Help!"
Oh dear.
He glances at it, and his eyes dilate. They go black as contact is locked.
This is going to sound really bad, but see the Eldritch Blast?
Yeah.
So I have a thing that pushes back 10 feet each blast. Does that do anything here?
If you tried it, you might find out.
Okay.
The quartermaster stands up say, all is lost. Just give up. And will simply open up the carriage door and step out. You immediately get ripped away into the winds.
No!
You do not see where he goes.
Oh dear, that's not good. That's really not good.
What do you do?
Alright. So, first thing I do is check up my journal. Quickly sieving through it without any kind of prep. Being like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Looking at etchings that I've kind of at some point left on a page somewhere. I've never used that before. Oh god. Nice. Okay, that's fine. It's not fine, but it's fine. Paul, what is it?
Everything is fine?
Everything's fine. Because I have in my sleeve an amazing thing that's going to save my life. It might kill everyone else, but it's going to save my life, so that's important. I'm the player character here. No one else. Just watch. Everyone's important. Fuck. Can I try and cast Eye Bite?
Yes.
Fantastic. So, after realising the black inky void kind of thing that appeared in this in the Court Master's eyes, I think excellent. That's what I'll do. I'll close my eyes and open them again. This black inky void, and I peer towards the where I saw the fish thing.
Okay.
Cool. Has to make a wisdom saving throw. DC 19. Please. Pretty please. And if it fails, it's going to be panicked. Please. Please. I'm just going to look up the exact wording for panicked in case it passes. In case it fails, sorry.
It doesn't even notice you.
Balls. Fucking fuck. But the target could have been frightened of me. Do you know how cool that would have been? Right, okay. It's my turn. Sadly. As I kind of collect myself again.
The third carriage is torn apart. Its wheel is slammed with a big tentacle, crunching it to the ground. It spins, it topples, it tumbles, but it doesn't slide for very long before it falls into the void. We lost one!
Fuck.
We lost one! Faster! Faster! Come on! Come on! Owls are getting desperate now. Trained archers are doing the wonderful job. One of its eyes is pierced. It screams loudly. It thrashes its head. But it continues.
Oh dear. Alright. I would like to try and cast Phantasmal Force on it. Intelligence saving throw, please. Please. Yeah, again, DC 19. Please.
It doesn't even notice.
Damn it! No. That's a spell slot gone.
Your spells are just not working. You affect the mind. You know this. You can feel this presence. It has a mind. It has a very strong mind. A very old mind. And you feel like a fly compared to it. You feel that you're merely buzzing into its skin.
Alright, I know what I'm going to do. Knight, what's your name?
Sir Aldenon.
Sir Aldenon? I can get you out of this. I'll need your help, though.
He looses another arrow outside the window and leans back in. What do you need?
I will need a travelling companion to get me to Monatanosis after we escape this.
Right.
Okay.
Give me a second. He leans out and looses another arrow. What are you thinking?
I have a spell that can get us 500 feet out of the kill zone here. But we're going to have to wait till last second. This is obviously moving us as fast as possible, getting us much closer than we could. Let's try and ride this out as long as possible. In the last possible second, we're going to move.
Okay, 500 feet. Where does that take us? He looks forward. The ley line! He shouts. The mage replies, I know! The ley line! Guys, we're almost there! We're almost at the borders!
Okay, that's cool. Let's write this out. Wait, is this my turn? If anyone else is acting.
No, people will be acting.
Feel free to do that first. As I will get ready to launch stuff.
You see behind you the second car. One of them just stands upon the roof, arms wide out, open. And he shouts, It is over.
No! No!
And he will jump on top of the horses.
No!
Wrestling with them.
No!
He will loosen their reins.
No!
Forcing the horses to run free. They run out of the slipstream to an awful, awful result. Part of their body continues forward, part of their body does not. They are split. The carriage is equally unlucky. Without balance, it will fall to the front. It will grind and shatter and will be devoured. Splinters fly past the knight's head, forcing him to duck inside. If you've got a plan, do it now.
How far is the way line?
The ley line's
ley line.
Ley line. It's hard to see just where it meets the ground, but it's there, a shimmering wall of rainbow pearlescence. We're gonna make it! We're gonna make it!
Can I... this is going to be cheeky. Can I hold my turn?
You can.
And if the wagon isn't able to make it past the way line, can I dimension door us, me and him, past it? Please.
The creature advances. It has slowed a little bit. It seems that it just feels a little more sluggish, but it is gaining ground. It is only 12 feet behind you. Its large, gnashing maw just stretching inch by inch closer. Equally, the ley line comes closer. You might be able to make it. You might not.
Fuck off, yes, spooky bitch.
The knight shouts, I'm out of arrows! I don't have anything else! The quartermaster
is gone. He's gone.
Is gone. Shit. I forgot about him. Okay. Your turn.
Am I allowed to do the same thing?
Yeah.
Holding my turn, if the wagon looks like it's not going to make it, I'm going to cast Dimension Door past the weight line with the knight. And his name is only getting recorded if he survives.
Vorsi makes it through the shimmering pool. The magics around her are immediately cut off. in the turbulence. You're caught in a somewhat turbulence as realm reforms without direction on top of you. It is rocky. It is windy.
Okay. Struggling to keep my feet in the wagon.
The creature is right behind you. It's bumping into the back of the carriage. You can hear teeth scraping against the wood.
How close are we to the ley line? Ley line.
The rider's through.
Right.
You're but another 10 feet away.
Right. I'm holding on to the knight. As soon as anything happens,
the back of the carriage is no longer there, replaced by teeth. It starts to fall, unbalanced, without back wheels. It scrapes. Can you make me a dex saving throw, please?
Yes. That's high. Yeah, 19.
You manage to hold on, avoid being dragged out of the bottomless carriage.
It's all thanks to the lovely knight. I'm holding on to. Able to catch my feet. No, don't do this! No!
The creature bites one last time. You can see into its mouth. See sights you've never seen before. Then, doom! It disappears. It's hit an object. The ley line. It was the ley line. Dispelling it almost immediately. It roars and it echoes as it disappears back into the realm from whence it came. Whatever magic's summoning it here, whatever magic's keeping it here, also dispelled. All that is left is echoes as the carriage tumbles downhill. It flips. It drags. It collides with trees and dirt and earth.
So, with this last second of... feel free to say if I don't have like the momentum or anything, but with this last second, I kind of try and grab hold of the knight and say, jump! Attempting to, dive out. Feel free to chuck damage at me.
Oh, I will.
Good.
Can you please take 13 points of bludgeoning damage?
Oh, yes.
As you roll and tumble through the thickets and bushes of Mother Earth. Eventually you will come to rest. The carriage will not. The carriage will keep spinning far into the distance, splintering into many, many pieces.
Oh, shit.
All falls silent. Well, the knight says, that was awful.
I fall back onto my back, arms spread out, legs spread out in grass.
Yeah.
Just the grass and just... Fuck.
Vossi! Madame Vossi! Are you there? Yeah, I'm here. Are you okay? Did anyone... Oh, God. Oh, no one else made it. It's just us. What was that? She looks at you. Her horse is...
I can't
fine.
tell. My eyes are closed.
That has never happened until you have... What is that? What did you do? What did you bring?
Now rising up, realising that I'm being talked to. That... I'll be honest, I thought that was because of you.
Me?
It looked like the magics of your thingy was causing it to come. I thought it was you.
What? It couldn't have been me. It couldn't have been. It's never happened before.
So, I pull out a book and start sieving through it. It's somewhat of it's self-written. I've written it, but and it's pretty poorly done. But it's I start looking through the notes and go, yeah, like interdimensional rifts and stuff because of the magic.
But yeah.
Yeah. So what looked like happening was we were clearly going through a rift in time.
That's right.
Which would open up a kind of almost a rip in the whole continuum, and it would possibly bring in something from not our plane.
She adjusts her hat. Yes, that is how that works. But no one ever notices the plane. The realms, it's so large. You shouldn't notice.
I hate to tell you this, but your halfling friend.
I know. And I'll mourn him later. I'll mourn him when we're safe.
The wand that he was carrying.
Yeah.
I think that might have had something to do with it.
What? How?
As I tuck the book back away in my book bag.
No, I made it for him. It was a gift. How good? No, you're lying. This is your fault. This is on you.
I wasn't the one that opened a rift.
No. But it was...
Look, magic is dangerous. We both know that. The knight now knows that, unless you already knew.
Oh, I already knew.
Oh? Oh, good. Then we're all on the same page here. We've got to be careful with this stuff.
I'm on her side, mate.
Ah, no.
This hasn't happened before.
Don't do this to me.
Like, I don't understand, but I see it like as a door.
Mm-hmm.
And it should open up, but for some reason that door was a whole lot bigger than I'm used to. I gaze in it now and again on the longer journeys just to watch how it goes, and there's always a spot. If you look real hard, there was always a black dot, but this was bigger. This was much bigger. Mate, someone had gone through that already. What do you mean? Like it'd been used. What? Like it'd been used before. No, that would send you through into the astral plane. You have no idea where you'd end up. I don't know.
You're speaking of the astral plane. What do you know of the astral plane?
Enough to use it as a slipstream. You can even, if you want to be risky enough, use it for straight up teleportation. But I don't do that because it would periodically increase the likelihood of that happening. So unless someone somewhere out there has decided to start hurl themselves into the astral plane, then this shouldn't have happened.
Exactly. So, are you suggesting that I have gone to the astral plane before?
Maybe. You tell me.
Roll an insight check. I've never been to the astral plane. Personally. I know of the astral plane. I know some of the terrors that lurk within. Never seen anything like that fish thing that came through. So, do you know anything about that? That would maybe help. Instead of us shouting at each other.
No.
You don't?
No, I don't. And she storms off. I'm gonna go with her. She knows how to go faster. Like we've still got a job to do. I guess we're the delegates now.
I mean...
There's a place called Bosnia we need to be at.
Okay, that's... I would suggest going to Azure set first.
What? We're going north of the mountains? No, that'll add half a day to our journey.
It might just, but you might avoid certain troubles in Bosnia.
What do you know of Bosnia?
I came from there recently.
How recently?
But by a beautiful means of teleportation.
Teleportation.
Yes.
Teleportation.
Yes. You know, the one that doesn't go through the astral plane. I know my magics. I know that I'm not going to go into the astral plane because that's quite a silly idea. I like what she did. I didn't realise it was the astral plane until, you know, that thing appeared. Look, I need to go to monatonosis as well, right? And what am I going to... I don't know where I'm going. I don't know how long it's going to take me from where we are. I don't know these lands.
Well, it's not too hard. He moves to, you know, bit to the side so the tree line clears out, and he points. See that mountain range?
Mm-hmm.
It extends all the way from here to the western edge. That's the Brotheron Hills.
I don't know them.
You do, because that's good, because you just have to follow them.
And I'll take... Okay.
That's what we're doing. Should be there before night.
I'm guessing you'll be riding the horse.
No, I'll be walking behind.
Okay, fair.
But she does have her magics.
Hmm. Is this I guess it's not really worthwhile for me to use the magics if you believe that's going to happen again.
No. No, I trust her. She knows what she's doing.
Very well. Promise me this then, because it will ease my my burden if you do. Can you send a letter to Azura set?
No, it's not in our way.
Can you send one when you arrive in Bosnia?
Can't you do it yourself? If you go in that direction?
I want you to send a letter letting me know that you've arrived safely. Because then I'll know if this thing has just followed you or if it is me that has caused this. If the letter arrives, it means it was completely my fault. Then I have something to deal with. If you don't arrive, then I know something's up.
I'll think about it.
It's not helping me.
If time permits...
It's not helping the world.
And I could be bothered. Yeah, well, for some of us, our world was just devoured.
You want the rest of the world to be devoured like that? Is this a thing? If I can't have it, no one can?
If you ask her, you say to a distant figure, her world has already been devoured.
What?
She lost her husband, man.
Oh. Right. I took you a bit more literal than I should have. Right.
And I lost my friends. So stay behind. Do us all a favour. And just leave everyone else out your messes, won't you? Maybe, just maybe, you deserve to be alone. And he'll walk off.
Wow. Okay. I'm relatively frustrated with that. And by relatively, I mean I'm going to go storm off into the tree line, start blasting Eldritch Blast towards a tree. Fuck.